So we are going to discuss about chapter number 13, budgeting. Budgeting. Okay. You guys all remember what is mean by budgeting? Okay, we can look here. What is a budget? A budget is a quantitative plan prepared before a period start. This is like a forecast, or this is like a future thing which is not happened. We are just planning. That's called budget. When we go for a trip, before that we will just plan where need to go, how much money to spend, everything. It shows expected cost and revenues for future periods. So the budgeting will show us how much will be the cost for expected cost and how much will be the expected revenues for the future period. That will show by the budget. Organization prepare budget for whole business, each departments, each functions like sales, production, expense, or cash budget. Cash budget is prepared for the whole cash inflow and cash outflows and future cash flows to predict. Also, we prepare financial statement. Okay, budgeted financial statement, which means financial position which is budgeted for the next year. We just plan and make it. That is called budget. Are you clear about budget?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to discuss about purpose. What is the purpose? What is the help of budget? First of all, it will help us in planning. Helps plan future activities in line with goals. We can plan future activities in line with goals. Our business goals. What we can plan those activities in with our line goals. So the second purpose of budgeting is control. What is mean by control here? Compare actual result with budget, investigate difference. Okay, we just uh, prepare the budget and the year end we can compare the budget and actual. So we can calculate the difference and we can find what happened this caused this much difference, what happens this much difference came from, where this difference came from, where we lost the control, everything we look forward using this budgeting. So the third one is coordination. What is mean by coordination? Ensure different departments work toward the same goal. We just prepare budget for every department, every function of the business. So in every budget preparation, the ultimate aim is to achieve our overall organization's aim. So we can predict that every organization, every department or every function of our business is towards our common goal of our business. Also, fourth purpose is communication. What is mean by communicate target to managers through budget? We can just communicate to managers. Okay, the next year sales will be our budgeted sales will be 10,000 units. So you should achieve that. We can communicate the target through budgets to managers. Also, it is a motivation. What there is a limit that okay, next year you should achieve a 10,000 units of sale. So there is a motivation for the managers to get achieve or to achieve better target bonuses extra. Then we are going to do evaluation. What is mean by evaluation? We can just predict evaluate the manager's performance through budget. We will compare the budget and actual. He achieved the budget figure, then he will be good. His performance is perfect. Also, seventh purpose of budgeting is authorization. What is meant by authorization? Budget as approval for spending. Like we can see that also in this year the expected material cost will be or expected material spending will be 10,000. So we can get an approval to spend till 10,000 units. That is also an purpose of budgeting. Are you clear about this point? Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. So sustainability, you can guys know what is meant by sustainability. Sustainability means use resources without harming future generations, right? we will just keep our earth for the future generation. That is mean by sustainability. So when you preparing budget, you should consider the sustainability factors. Business should consider economic, social, and environmental sustainability when preparing the budget. Okay. Finance professionals should promote awareness of sustainability. You are the future chartered accountants. You are working in a future professional body. So you should promote the awareness of sustainability in your area everywhere. You should stay in objective about the rules and regulations of the government. Encourage sustainable decision making. When you are a management accountant in the future, then you should encourage sustainable decision making in your decision making process. Okay. Areas should apply sustainability. Where should apply a sustainability areas? Product and services. You should apply sustainability in product and services. What you should do? Reuse, renewable or responsibly sourced materials you should use. Okay. Use renewable or responsibly sourced material you should use. Otherwise, ensure recycling, avoid excessive packaging. Okay, you just do minimal packaging that is relevant for that product. Don't do excessive of packaging that will ruin our earth and ruin our sustainability, ruin our resources. Consider product life inclusivity or diverse toy ranges. Also, you should consider the product life. You guys try to increase product life cycle. Then we don't need to go for another and keep this one till the end of our life. So when you applying the sustainability in these numbers, how you apply encourage recycling, provide incentive, reduce carbon footprint. You guys should give incentive to the customers for provide for reducing the carbon footprint. Okay, that will improve our sustainability. What is mean by supply chain? Choose environmentally responsible supplies like every time you choose suppliers, remove the plastic giving suppliers or plastic packaging suppliers. Everyone should you remove and uh, contract with the environment friendly suppliers. Prefer local suppliers to reduce emission. Right? When you order from the outside your country, you need to travel, you need to transport it, and everything there will be environmental emissions. So you guys prefer local suppliers to reduce emission. Stay fair prices help suppliers reduce waste and carbon footprint. What you should do in workplace to be sustainable? Set target for energy water use. You should give a target in your workplace. Only 1 liter is available for 1 day per person. That type of target you should keep for sustainability. Ensure buildings are energy efficient. Also provide safe and comfortable working environment to your employees, everyone's. Then how you get sustainable through employees? Good working condition give their rights, their job security, everything you should given for them. Treat all employees fairly. That is also an sustainability. Otherwise, there is a demerits for the social impact that will affect our sustainability. Support community projects like health area, poor peoples, helping poor peoples. That type of things you should do. Other business function consider environmental impact in decision, measure the impact of social initiative. That is all about you should play the sustainability in a overall area of your business. Otherwise, you will lose your revenue and you will lose your reputation and everything. Are you clear about this point? These points? Can you please unmute and talk to me? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So why sustainability? Why we need to this much important give to sustainability? We can look forward. Stakeholder benefit. What will happen when we give many sustainability matters, when we give more important to sustainability matters, less pollution, better health and safer workplace will get to the workers or the community. What will happen get to the customer? They will also prefer ethical, sustainable businesses. Now there is emerging the paper bags. The consumers are preferring the cloth bags everywhere. That means The customers were preferring ethical, sustainable businesses. Okay. Also, suppliers supported in achieving their sustainability goals. Just a second. Okay. Then what happened to the suppliers supported in achieving their sustainability goals? Which the company just started make as sustainable or keep always sustainable. Then the suppliers also be stand as sustainability goals. Then what will the effect on shareholders? Less waste will give higher efficiency, then it will become better profit. So that is the benefit for shareholders. What will be the help for the public? In a stable job market, living a good life will sponsor by the sustainability report. Okay. What will be the business benefit due to sustainability? We can long-term success, we will get better reputation, we will get higher efficiency and profit, more ethical organization is us.
Sorry, your voice is breaking.
Is my voice is breaking?
Yeah, I think it is due to, I don't know if it is the effect of the voice record or something like that. It might be, or
No, is
no.
it everything okay here? And I can hear your voice very clearly. There is no internet shortage or anything here. Is it okay now? Now it is clear?
Yeah, now it is clear, but while you are explaining the lesson, it's breaking. I don't know why. Now you are talking, it is fine. But when you are explaining the lesson, then it's breaking.
Oh, sorry for that. We can move forward. If you have any concern, you can say to me. Okay.
Now your voice is getting worse and worse.
Is getting worse?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second.
Can we just like, can you please call again?
Yeah, sure.
Actually,
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now?
yes, we can hear you.
Is it clear now? Is it okay now?
Yeah, hope it won't get worse. Now it's fine.
Okay. It is okay to visible my screen.
Yes.
So, what is the business benefit due to sustainability? We can look forward. It will give you long-term success, then better reputation, higher efficiency and profit, more ethical and future ready organization. These are the main benefits due to sustainability. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. So we can move to the next area of topic, behavioral importance in budgeting. A budget system may fail not because the system is bad, but because of how it's implemented. Sometimes the budget will go worse or go bad due to its implemented or due to worse. Okay, this implementation is worse. That's why the budget going to be fail. Okay, so both senior management and lower level staff must be committed to the budgeting process. Okay, when you are making the budget plan, you should include your senior management and lower level staff must be committed to the budgeting process. Okay. Budget influence almost all managerial decisions, most actions, most financially affects. Budget influence almost all managerial decisions, right? The budget is making for the overall organization. So the budget will influence almost all managerial decision. So it will have financial effect. If employees do not trust the budgeting process, they will not follow it effectively. Right? If you are just give a budget that is not achievable, they will not follow. For example, your company has a capacity of 5,000 units to produce, but you are budgeting to produce 12,000 units. It is not possible. So if the employees are not uh, trust in budgeting, they will not follow it effectively. They will not follow that budget. Lack of commitment from employees leads to budget not being met. Lack of commitment from employees. If employees are not giving any commitment to your budget, then the budget cannot be met because we need every all organization employees support in the budgeting process to make it actual. Okay. So we have going to the next area of topic. Approaches to budgeting. There are many types of budgeting you can prepare. The first budgeting is called closed or top-down budgeting. Okay, what is mean by top-down budgeting? Budget is set by top management and given to low-level managers. In top-down budgeting or imposed budgeting, the senior management, the highest level top management will prepare the budget and giving to the lower level managers. Lower level managers don't participate in setting the budget. They have no roles in setting a budget. The top management will not ask you how much you can achieve, what is the is how much resources available to you, anything. Don't ask anything further. The top managers will just make a budget and give to the lower level managers. What will the problems arise due to this? With no ownership, right? Low motivation because top management does not include the lower level management. So they don't know how much resources available to them, how much time is available to them. They are not considering anything. So they can make the target. Otherwise, they will lack of motivation. May resist to ignore the budget. They will also try to ignore the budget because they are not part of the budget. Just they are liking an authoritative model like top managers is only making their own perspective and they are not considering the lower level managers. It will impact that they will chance to ignore the budget. Okay. When is top-down budgeting is appropriate? Or sir, there is also many situation that top-down budgeting are appropriate. First of all, lower level employees do not want to participate. Okay, lower level managers have no interest to participate in budgeting process, so we can use top-down budgeting. They do not technical knowledge. If the lower level management has no technical knowledge about making budgeting or preparing budget, then we can use top-down budgeting. Also, top management has sensitive, important information required for budgeting. Right? The future information of the organization will have only in the mind of top level managers. So they will make in the perspective of that aims of their upcoming period. So that will be very important. That is that wise that that time also we can use top down budgeting. Are you clear about the top down budgeting?
Yes.
Okay. So we have to move to the second budgeting, participative or bottom budgeting. This is opposite to top-down budgeting. Lower level managers are involved in their budget target. So when we prepare the budget, we will include lower level managers. We just talk to them how resources available, how much time available, is it okay for you? Everything we should ask to them. Advantages is higher ownership, increased motivation to achieve target. There is employees has too much motivation because they feel that they are also involved in that. Okay, performance may improve due to involvement. If we include senior level managers, include them in setting budget, they will improve their involvement, improve their performance due to their involvement in budgeting. There could be many problems arise. Managers may set lower revenue target at a post target. That is a challenge. We are securing them and we are taking the information from them. So they try to make it at a lower revenue target or high cost target. So they can mislead this and make so much money. They do this to make budget easier to achieve. So the when the revenue is making target lower, they will easy to achieve. So they get bonus and they were happy. How to reduce bias? Careful review budget. We every time making we are our company is using participative budgeting or bottom up budgeting. We use carefully review the budgeting process, comparing trends from year to year. Every time you should previous year trend and this year trend you should compare with that. If the previous year target is 6,000 units, you should give this year target 6,500 or 6,600. Don't give that 5,000 or 5,500 below the previous year trend. Okay, always give compare the trend for to reduce the bias. Budget challenging. Employees can question and improve the budget before it is finalized. Okay, in budgeting process, they can question the budgeting manager or budgeting team to improve the budget before it is finalized. Are you clear about this topic? Sorry, bottom up budgeting.
Yes.
Okay. Setting
Yes.
budget target. Okay. Goal is to set a target that is challenging but achievable. Okay, when we setting an target that should be achievable and it should be a challenging budget. What happened to the too easy budget? Managers achieve with minimum effort does not improve performance of our organization. When you give easy budget, they will just give a minimum effort and that will not improve our performance. What the difficult budget if you given it is not expected to achieve, managers feel discouraged, demotivated, and actual performance become worse. They feel that it is not possible. So why we are working for that? So they will lose their hope and everything, and it will affect the overall organization's actual performance. What happens when you give an ideal budget? Ideal budget means it's challenging and achievable budget. Encourage managers to give their best. They will try to give their best. Challenging but fair. It is challenging budget, but it is fair. They can achieve. Accept the individual managers is ideal budget. Are you clear about this target?
Yes.
Okay. So we are moving to the next area, motivation and budgeting. Okay. What is mean by motivation? Desire to achieve goals. That is called motivation. That is called motivation. In business, motivated employees work harder to achieve organization succeed, right? Budgeting can affect motivation based on difficulty of budget, waiver system, participation budgeting. Okay, budgeting can affect motivation based on difficulty of target. That will affect motivation. Reward system. If you giving only low rewards, then they will not try to achieve it. Participation in budgeting. If you guys, if the company senior level, top level management does not including the lower level managers, they will not try to achieve the target. That is a budget and motivation are very interrelated item. Okay, if there is no motivation, the budget will gonna flop the organization. So we are moving to the incentive scheme. Budget alone have limited motivation. If you give a budget only, that is limited motivation. But you should link the rewards to budget, achieve, create real motivation. To get the real motivation, you should link your budget with achievements. You should give incentive or anything. You can give two rewards like financial rewards and non-financial rewards. Financial rewards, bonuses, commission, profit share, that is all as an financial rewards. What is my non-financial reward? Promotion, more responsibility, giving recognition. These all are called non-financial rewards. Okay, there is characteristics of good reward system. When you implementing a reward system, there should be a characteristics. First of all, it should be fair. What is meant by fair? Rewards must be based on real contribution. It should be fair. And second, it should be motivational. It should encourage to support the organizational goals. It should encourage to achieve the target. If you're giving low rewards, then it will not increase their motivation. So give motivational rewards. Also, third flexibility. Clear rules you should play and communicate to them. If you guys are achieve this, then you have get this percentage of bonuses. You should clearly, understandably communicate to the employees what will get them after achieving the budget. Then the fourth one is consistency. Same rules apply to everyone for the similar level. If you're working in a sales department, you should give the bonuses based on sales in that all department members. Okay. If you're working in the production department or if you are giving budget to production department, you should analyze everyone's using the production with a fair basis, with consistency. Same rules apply to everyone in the similar level. What is mean by objectivity? Based on measurable outcome, not subjective judgment. Okay, you should keep an reward with a measurable outcome, not in a subjective matter. If you are might just saying, "Oh, give him 100 bonus," that is a subjective judgment. Not in a subjective judgment. You should give in a measurable outcome method, objectivity. Then sixth one is universal application. All employees should be included in appraisal system. Okay, don't need move someone in the organization in this reward system. Everyone should include in this reward system. So are you clear about these topics?
Yes.
Okay. Then we are going to discuss about types of incentive scheme. Okay. You guys first of all said in the accounting for labor chapter performance related pay. Piecework. Paid according to how much they produce. Faster, more paid. That's piecework pay. Okay. Paid according to your produce. You produce 1,000 units, you get the 1,000 units cost. Sorry, 1,000 unit salary. When you produce 2,000, you get 2,000 salary. Management objective. Reward based on achieve specific target. That is called perform. That is all related to performance related pay. Point system. What is mean by system? Point earned for achievement like cost saving, point converted into reps. Okay. If you guys are just saved a cost saving, you got 1 point. In the next month, you just saved some of the cost and give benefit to the company. They you get another point. Then last, you can add these all points and you can convert into this reward. This also an example for performance related pay. Commission, common sales percentage of total sales give to the commission to the sales department persons. These all are performance related pays example. Also, you can give the incentive scheme like bonus scheme. What is mean by bonus scheme? It's usually one-off payment given when certain result or target achieved. Bonus, you guys familiar with that? If you guys achieve any target or any certain result, you will get one-off payments. The last one is sharing. What is meant by profit sharing? Payment based on overall company profitability, often shared among many employees might include share issue. For example, if you guys achieve any cost saving or give benefit to the company, then you will get the company's share. That is called profit sharing. Okay. There had short-term incentives and long-term incentive. What is mean by short-term incentive? It will result. The employees, okay, next month if you got the if you achieve the sales target by 1,000 unit, you got this bonus. Then they will quick result. They will motivate for this quick result. There should be problems for short-term incentives because employees may focus on immediate gain even long-term happens. Okay, we don't. The employees will not look forward. They are only look forward to the shortly immediate effect. Okay. Long-term incentive scheme. It will encourage continuous effort to be organizational over time. Better alignment with the long success. Better alignment with the long-term success. Are you clear about short-term and versus long-term incentives?
Yes.
Okay. Also, we can move forward to the non-financial incentives. How you can give non-financial incentive to the employees. Not all rewards need money. Okay, there are many things non-financial incentive, non-financial value rewards here. Giving training and development, they will be happy. Opportunities for career growth, that is also non-monetary matter. New responsibility giving that will give incentives like a non-financial incentive. Give recognition and appreciation, that is also a financial incentive. This can motivate employees because they improve future prospect. There is a chance to that which will motivate employees and they will try to make improve in future perspective. Are you clear? Clear? Give me-
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Is it still breaking?
Your voice, sir, is still breaking.
Okay. Is it okay now?
No,
Is it
sir.
is it okay?
No.
Hello, can you hear me now? Is it okay?
No, sir, it's still breaking.
What happened? Can you please leave and call me again, please?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, now can we can hear you.
Okay. I think there is some issues. I try to resolve. So we can go to the next area, planning control. Okay, how to work the planning control cycle. First of all, when you're making an should budget, you should set a mission. Okay, before everything you did before, you should make an upset a mission, right? Define the overall purpose and broad goals of the organization. First of all, when you before making a budget, set a mission that will complete that will define overall purpose and broad goals of the organization. Then the second method is identify the objectives. Set specific targets such as your company's goal is profit goal, share price, market say, before budgeting preparation, you should identify the objective also. What is your objective? Profit making, market share, or every anything. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then you need to search for alternative. Alternative means identify possible strategies. Okay. New market for existing product for existing market for new markets, like type of that. Identify the possible strategies to make your to achieve your objective. The third step is you should find or identify the possible strategies to achieve your objectives. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So then the third thing you should do is gather data. Okay, you should collect information. You should, if you want to make a budget, you need internally and externally information like cost, revenue, competition, legislation, everything you need, right? Otherwise, you cannot make it. So you should gather data. Use this to prepare forecasts like sales, production cost, determine cost behavior, inflation effect of your country, standard cost, everything you should determine. How much standard cost will be allocated when budgeting your product, budgeting, making the budgeting for your organization. You just need to make standard cost. Okay, standard cost means how much will we will get on that product selling. How much will customer pay? How much will incur our cost? That is called standard cost, which is not actual cost. Carry out investment appraisal for major purchases. What means by investment appraisal? You should compare everything with the purchases, right? Which supplier will give you with lowest price and high quality, everything. That should be an investment appraisal. So after that, you choose course of action. Choose the best long-term strategy based on the information gathered. You should choose the best long-term strategy based on the information gathered. You should choose. Implement short-term plans. Implement short-term plans to achieve that. And convert it into the long-term plans into annual budget. Budget act as link between strategy and day-to-day operation.
Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Is it okay now?
Well, still, it's not okay, but it's fine. If you record, then maybe we can hear that again. But right now, we can go on.
Okay. Can I move forward?
Yes, please.
Is it visible my screen? Is it visible my screen? Hello, is it visible my screen? So, select course of action. After that, you should implement short-term plans to convert into long-term plans and annual budget. Then monitor actual outcomes. You should implement the short-term plans, and after actual outcomes came, you should monitor it. Compare actual result with the budgeted target, and the cost accountant should record and analyze the performance. Okay, you should analyze the performance with actual outcomes. Respond to variance. What is mean by variance? There is a change in between your budget and actual. There is should be difference between your budgeted and actual figures. Why? Because the budget and actual might be different, right? So you should take corrective action. How to take corrective action? You should adjust the budget. You can adjust the budget for the forthcoming period. You can adjust the budget, Okay, the previous period you just budgeted 6,000 units, but the actual performance is 5,500. So you can adjust the budget for making for the next new year budget like 5,600 or 5,700. Change operations, consider new course of action. These all are you should do for respond to variance. How budget are prepared? How budget are prepared? Define long-term objectives. Okay, you should first of all define the long-term objective. Okay, we are going to discuss about how budget are prepared. Before budgeting, the organization must set long-term goals so all budget align with overall business aim. Okay, before you making the budget, you should set the long-term goals of the organization all budget align with the overall business aim. Then you should form the budget committee. It should include CEO, budget officer, departmental heads. What will the responsibility of budget committee? Give budget guidelines, review and coordinate the budget. That is the main responsibility of budget committee. After that, you should prepare a budget manual. What is mean by budget manual? A document containing instructions of preparing budget, roles and responsibilities, organization chart, list of budget holder. These all included by prepare budget manual. You should give budget manual for before making the budget. Okay, instruction for preparing budget, roles and responsibilities of everyone, organization chart, where we what is our long-term goal, what is our future things, everything. And identify the limiting factor. What is mean by limiting factor? The restricting activity that will not make you to achieve. You should identify what will block you to achieve that. The factor that restrict the activity. You need to find the factor that restrict the activity. Usually sales, but could be material, labor hours, machine capacity. Okay, you need to usually need of sale, but there could be need of production. That time there is limited material, limited labor hours, limited machine capacity. All our limiting factors will come. You just identify the limiting factor. The budget linked to the limiting factor is prepared first. For is there any limiting factor or is there any activity that block your overall business activities, then you should prepare budget for first of all that activity or first of all that limiting factor. Then you should prepare other functional budget. After limiting factor budget is completed, all other managers prepare their related budgets. Example, production manager will prepare production related budget, sales manager will make sales budget, etc. Also, the sixth stage is final steps in budget preparation. Okay, final steps in budget preparation. Prepare initial budget, review and integrate them into one system. We will just review and integrate overall these things into one integrated system. Make adjustment and prepare the master budget. What is mean by master budget? Master budget will include budget profit and loss account, financial position, cash flow, etc. This will include this much present to senior management for approval. The company should make the master budget that will include our forthcoming period budgeted profit to loss account, budgeted financial position, budgeted cash flow of the forthcoming period, everything. So this is presented to the senior management and to get the approval. Then monitor performance regularly. Why we should monitor the performance regularly? We need to analyze is it on the right way of the budget? Okay, we need to analyze this is go through the right way of the budget. Okay, monitor performance and calculated variances. So there is when making the budget, there is key impacts on budgeting. Okay, there is key impacts on budgeting. What is the key impacts on budgeting? Okay, there will be many other factors will influence the budgeting. First of all, interest rate. Higher interest rate will higher borrowing costs for business and consumers. So when we preparing the budget, we should consider the interest rate. Then inflation. There is any increase in price for the forthcoming period, any reducing purchase power, affecting core selling price and profitability. Everything you should be consider about the inflation in making the budget. Also, you have if your company has uh, many subsidiary companies outside the country, then you should consider the exchange rate, import, export, and everything. Then you should consider the general economic condition. Example, the market is boom that time. Boom means high demand and output. In a boom market, there is higher demand and output. In a recession, there is lower demand and tighter budget. Business must consider forecast when planning. Okay, business must consider forecast when planning. Gross domestic product. You all guys are very similar about GDP. That is not much relevant in MA topic. You just read this area. I just give you an explanation. GDP means total value of all final goods and services produced in a country. Okay, within a time period, the all produced services, goods and is called GDP. So we are moving forward. Budget preparation. Budget preparation. Okay. The chart shows how all individual budget link together to the form to the master budget. Okay. We just first of all prepare the sales budget. Okay. We should make start with the sales budget. First of all, we need to start sales budget. This is the starting point because production depends on how many units the company expects to sell. Okay. This is the starting point of the budget. First of all, you should prepare the sales budget. This is the starting point of the budget. Okay. Then you just prepare production budget. What is in this production budget? Based on the sale budget you already prepared the first time, the company plans how many unit to produce. Then you prepare production budget split into raw material budget. You need labor for the production labor budget, factory overhead budget. These three combines to form cost of goods sold budget, and you should prepare these three things and make an integrated cost of goods sold budget. Operating expenses budget. In addition to production cost, the business prepares selling and distribution expenses budget, general administration expense budget. This is the fourth budget. And the fifth one, we should prepare asset expenditure budget. Plan spending on equipment, machinery, building, etc. How we gonna spend on assets. That is included in asset expenditure. Then the last one, we just prepare master budget. Master budget means all the above budget combined to form master budget. To prepare the master budget, all of the above five budgets are relevant. Sales budget, production budget, raw cost of goods sold budget, operating expense budget, asset expenditure budget. All these budgets are relevant to make the master budget. Okay. Okay, what is mean by functional budget? Functional budget is a budget of income or expenditure which applies to a particular function of the business. Example, there are many functional budget, that is only based on particular function, that is make it through for a particular function. Example, sales budget, production budget, raw material usage budget, raw material purchase budget, labor budget, overhead budget. These all are related to specific functions of the business. Okay.